Well, it is a reflection of some of the perspectives she holds about living her life with some kind of immediacy and accountability. Well, that's Xhosa songstress Viwe Tyolwana's latest EP titled Ngoku. Previous singles from the project include Rapture and Drifting. Well, the R&B sensation joins us on Zoom to tell us more. Viwe, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here, Libby. Thank you for
We're
having
glad
me.
you could join us. I mean, talk to us about the video that we just watched and the making of that song. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, no, Drifting is my second single from Ngoku, and it came out like almost a year ago. And the making of the video was really to just tell the story of being stood up by somebody saying that they're coming, somebody saying that they'll be there for you, and metaphorically, obviously, be there for you. And they just don't pitch, and they don't do what they're meant to do, and they don't realize that it's causing a rift. And you guys are in two different places, but you're in the same relationship. So Drifting was really an expression of that feeling of being stood up, of being let down over and over, but still, showing up for yourself and showing up for the relationship, even though, there aren't no real connections being made anymore.
And Drifting and Rapture were released almost around the same time. How were they received?
Oh my gosh, they were loved. I mean, Rapture played on so many Xhosa stations, and I think a lot of Xhosa people really enjoyed the fresh take to R&B that I kind of bring, which is a little bit more, I guess, aggressive in a very creative way. I think we always, imagine love to be this sleeping, dormant, sleeping beauty, and I'm almost saying, actually, it's alive, and it's got so many facets to it. And I think Drifting and Rapture, even just from the way that they're named, like, give it a bit more life, and I think people resonated with that. So it's been great. It's been really amazing touring with that song, singing that song in different places. Really, 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 I think people are enjoying it.
I want to talk about the journey so far. How would you describe it? What's been the highlight of embarking on this musical journey?
I mean, I don't think I can ever really pinpoint the highlight. I always say that the whole process and the way that it is, I wouldn't change it for anything, because there's highs and there's lows and there's good times, there's bad times, like anybody else, right? But I wouldn't be able to tell my stories. I wouldn't be able to sing. I wouldn't be able to be creative if I didn't have this journey. But I think a really pivotal moment is the release of my first album, Ngoku. Ngoku is my 20s chant. It's me saying, oh, it was rough, but we deserve an anthem, and we deserve to say we've been through things and we've gone through things, and it's been all these amazing, fascinating things. And I'm able to say, I have a reflection of it in 11 songs. So Ngoku is the highlight. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of introspection, a lot of connecting to self, and a lot of really trying to speak for the woman in my position, because really that's the only person I can speak for.
And what were the highlights of this particular album? Because then it's your baby, finally it's all these songs are in one album, and you are telling the world what to think of you, what to say about you. What lessons came with that project?
I think awareness. I think we always talk about being woke and being aware of our lives and our circumstances and where we are. But I think nothing, says awake and aware than somebody really putting their diary out for millions of people to see or to read or to understand about what you've been through. But I think highlight is being able to be relatable to people. And people always come up to me and they say, if anything, I believe your story because it's my story. And that's my biggest takeaway out of everything, is that at least, I'm not just singing in a box about an experience someone else has had. I'm speaking about what we're going through as women in this country. And it's terrifying and it's fun and it's all these exciting feelings, and it's not just one thing. So the awareness of, this is where I'm at, this is who I am, and I have to claim it, I have to own it. That was very, 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 I was very fearful about what people would say, what my family would say about my experiences, because a lot of the time it goes unnoticed, I think that awareness of self is big, especially now that I'm going into my 30th year of being alive. I feel like I have something to say, I did, and I was someone who I was, and who I still am in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And what is this period in your life called? How would you describe this particular situation that you find yourself in where the album is out there?
This is the Ngoku period. This is the now period. There's no more excuses. There's no more procrastination. There's no more, there's nothing that can actually stand in my way, because I actually know who I am. I know what I want out of life. I think I'm in a very ownership place in my body, in myself, in my mind. So I'm very excited to just go like you said, with immediacy and with conviction. You know, I think we're so afraid to make mistakes. We're so afraid to make the wrong decision. There is no wrong decision. You know, that's how I could have sort of come into this year, is that there is no wrong decision. You can always make another decision. The important thing is to be in it now, and not to anticipate something else or another experience, because we keep denying the present, I think. And I think I really want to always feel like I'm alive and I'm here and I'm doing what I love.
Why the title Ngoku, which obviously translates as in now? Why is that such a significant title for your album?
I mean, like I said, I struggle with decision making. I struggle because I want to be accepted. I want people to say that is the right thing to do. I want my parents to feel that way. I want the people I love to feel that way. And I think it robs you of your own, you know, decision making skills, because you're always looking for validation, or you're looking for acceptance. And I had to really look at myself like the parent of myself, if that makes any sense. And Ngoku is that chant. Ngoku is saying, what do you want me to do? Nah, I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to do it now. Now is for me, such a charged word. We all sort of, like I said, we always put things on the back burner. And no matter what it is, it can be very small, it can be very big. But I think when you say go, not tomorrow, not, you know, you have a different idea of when you're going to do it and if you're going to do it.
Yeah. Viwe, where are you taking the album next?
We're preparing for our live show now. I don't know if I'm speaking too prematurely, but we're going to have a beautiful live show, and it's going to be amazing with the Muted Records, who I'm with. That's the next thing. And a few more visuals are coming for my lead single from the Ngoku album, which is Two Strokes, which is out right now everywhere. So it's really just putting the visual with the music and having an experience of how I perform and how I sing the songs, and hopefully taking people on the same journey, just in a live capacity.
All right, Viwe, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with Ngoku. Viwe talking to us about her latest album, Ngoku. It's an EP as a reflection of some of the perspectives she holds about